Hello and welcome to the Quadratics test review. This is what your test is going to look like, so I want to provide you with answers here. The first two are just putting into vertex form and finding the vertex. So we need to start it with it in standard form. Right now it's not in standard form. So I have to add the y over here and add the 7 over here so that it's the blue are in standard form, x squared plus 4x plus 7. I add the boxes, I figure out what's half of this term squared, that's 4. Balance it because it's not being multiplied by anything else. And then this is factored into x plus 2, x plus 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. So my vertex is negative 2. Opposite of this sign, same as this sign, negative 2, 3. In this one, the front number is something besides 1. So I have to pull out this coefficient, pull out this 4, which leaves me x squared plus 16x. And move the 156 over to the side. What goes in the box is half of 16 squared, which is 64. Multiplying here, though, I'm really adding a 64 times a 4, so I'm adding 256. So I need to subtract 256 to keep it equal. This factors here. Things that multiply to be 64 and add up to be 16 are 8 and 8, so x plus 8, x plus 8. The 4 comes along. You subtract to make negative 100. The vertex is opposite sign here, same sign here. Okay, solved by factoring. These are easy factoring problems. Things that multiply to be negative 24 and add up to be negative 5 are negative 8 and 3. So I have x plus minus 8, x plus 3. Zero product property says if two things are multiplied together to equal 0, one or the other must equal 0. So x has got to be 8 or negative 3. Here, this is a greatest common factor of x. I'll pull that out front. Now here's two things multiplied together to equal 0. One equals 0 or the other equals 0. So x is 0 or negative 5. Here, things that multiply to be negative 8 and add up to be negative 2 are negative 4 and 2. So this equals 0 and x is 4, or this equals 0 and x is negative 2. Solve using any method. Well, the first thing is I want to put this into standard form. Here we go. This is not factorable. There's nothing that multiplies to be 5 and adds to be 5. So I'll use quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, all over 2a. This is equal to negative 20. So 25 minus 20 is 5. So I've got negative 5 plus or minus square root of 5 over 2. Make sure you box in this answer. And then we'll find our decimal equivalents. So negative 5 plus 2.23 over 2, negative 5 minus 2.23 over 2. Here's my two decimal answers. This one's in standard form already. I'll do a quadratic formula. Negative b equals b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. But this is going to be negative 20, so we have negative 11. When you have a negative square root, that's imaginary. So negative 3 plus or minus I squared root of 11 over 10. We would say there are no real solutions. And number 10, hey, this is an easy one to factor, so I'm going to choose to factor this one. X plus 5, x minus 2, so my answers are negative 5 and positive 2. This one, the easiest thing is just to take square roots. I'll divide by 3, and then I've got x squared equals 4, so take the square root, and I've got positive or negative 2. Here we'll put it in standard form by subtracting 14x, and then in quadratic formula. 196 minus 4 times a times c, that's 184, which is 12. Should probably box this in. I should probably even reduce that radical if I really wanted to. Decimal equivalents, I get 4.365 and 2.63 when I take the positive or negative square root of 12. The last one is in vertex form right now. So I'm just going to add the 32, take the square root of both sides, subtract the 2, and I get negative 2 plus or minus square root of 32. Decimal equivalent, 3.65 and 7.65. I hope this helps you study for your test.